Welcome everybody to the Keeping Score podcast from the Daily Interlake. I am Josh Amick. This week on the Range Riders recap, the Range Riders are playing their best ball of the second half of the season. Patrick Wicklander sets a franchise record with 16 strikeouts, and the Range Riders prepare to go on their final 6-game series of the regular season. So without further ado, let's get into it. In Game 1 at Glacier Bank Park against the Billings Mustangs, Chad Castillo bested Dylan Leach in the knockout round, and the Range Riders escaped for a wild 3-2 comeback victory. Down to their final out in the 9th inning, Ty Pinner laced a double down the right field line to tie the game at 2 apiece, and Castillo took care of the Mustangs in the knockout round. Cooper Benson also had a great game, pitching 7 1/3 shutout innings, and the Range Riders took Game 1 of the 3-game set. In Game 2, Kingston Liniak hit a home run and drove in 3 runs to lead the Range Riders to a 4-3 victory. Jaron Eagman picked up the win after pitching 6 strong innings and struck out 7 batters. The Range Riders completed the 3-game home sweep on Thursday, and it was my game of the week. Patrick Wicklander, who has been an absolute stud since joining the Range Riders, etched himself into the history books. He set a franchise record with 16 strikeouts in 8 innings, and Noah Owen closed the door in the 9th inning for a 4-2 Range Riders win. The offense was provided by Ryan McCarthy, who hit a solo home run in the 4th inning, and Ben Fitzgerald hit a 2-run home run in the 5th for the Range Riders victory. They headed to Billings on Friday to start another 3-game series with the Mustangs, and that is when their winning streak ended. The offense was held in check as Ty Pinner scored the lone 2 runs for the Range Riders, and it was a close game until the 7th inning when the Mustangs tacked on 3 runs to extend their lead 6-2 and won the game 7-2. Game 2, Kingston Liniak went 3 for 4 with the home run and drove in 4 RBIs as the Range Riders used 3 home runs to power them to an easy 10-1 victory. Ty Bothwell picked up his first win in the second start with the team, pitching nearly 6 shutout innings, and he struck out 11. Andy Atwood also drove in 3 runs, including a 2-run home run, and Freddy Guillermo tacked on a solo home run for an easy Game 2 win. In the final game of the series, the Range Riders homered 3 more times, but it wasn't enough as the Mustangs took the rubber match of the series 6-5. Christian Kirtley started the scoring for the Range Riders with a 2-run shot in the 1st inning for his team-leading 20th home run of the year. Ben Fitzgerald, who was behind Kirtley for the team lead, hit his 14th home run of the year, and Ryan McCarthy continued his hot hitting, going 3 for 4 with a solo home run. That's it for this week's scoring recap, so let's get into this week's edition of In Case You Missed It. This late in the season, there's not a lot of moves being made by any of the teams in the Pioneer League, but let's revisit some of the moves the Range Riders did that have helped them pay off with the great week they just had. In my game of the week, as mentioned earlier, Patrick Wicklander set a franchise record with 16 strikeouts and was part of a flurry of moves that the Range Riders made on August 6th. Wicklander, who has made it to highest AAA ball, looks like the clear-cut favorite to be the Game 1 starter whenever the playoffs come. Ryan McCarthy was also one of the players signed on the 6th, and since joining the team, he leads all hitters on the Range Riders with a .390 batting average. Kingston Liniak rejoined the team on August 10th, and in 20 games, he has hit 6 home runs with 24 RBIs. Let's hear his thoughts on the makeup of this team.
I've been wanting to be here all year, and getting the chance to come back and play for Marty, Chris, and Fletcher, and Tommy, and everybody is really making me happy. Plus, I have a bunch of friends on this team, which makes it a lot more, almost like a family, you know? Everyone's really cool. I mean, this is probably the most talented team in this league, so there should be no problem with winning games.
Ty Bothwell struck out 11 batters in his last start, and he appears to be another pitcher to make a big impact come playoff time. Looking ahead in their final series against the Ogden Raptors is a great opportunity for the Range Riders to continue winning and take some momentum into the postseason. The Raptors currently have the worst record in the second half of the season, so it's a great chance to capitalize and get some wins heading into that playoff series. Sometime next week, the Range Riders' playoff opponent will be announced, and they will host a playoff game on either September 10th or September 12th, so stay tuned for that special announcement. For the Keeping Score podcast from the Daily Interlake, this has been the Range Riders Recap, and I am Josh Amick. Until next time, take care.